We have arrived in Scotland. We were very tired after our long overnight flight, but it was exciting to see the city for the first time. We ate some pulled pork at Oink, and then we took a stroll through the park. Despite how tired we were, we took a short hike up to the top of Calton Hill, and the view was beautiful. We rented a cheap little dorm room for our stay in Edinburgh. It did the job. That night, we went out to bars, we went to the Voodoo Rooms, and then we went to the Alchemist. The following day, we made a big trek up to Arthur's Seat.
Hey, Ethan. What time is it? It is 11:24. How long did it take us to get up here?
What time did we start?
I don't know. Maybe
I
around
don't know.
10.
Yeah, you're right.
We got out of the restaurant at probably around like 9:50. It took us like 20 minutes to walk to the base. Right?
It's not even it's an hour to the very top of our seat from.
So I have to make it up all the way there. Was it hard?
Not really.
Did you get sweaty?
I'm good.
After a hearty lunch at the Shoom Edinburgh, the restaurant, we made our way to Edinburgh Castle and toured the grounds. Here they had a cemetery for the soldiers' dogs. We walked on over to Victoria Street, which is said to have inspired J.K. Rowling's Diagon Alley. Next, we made our way to the Greyfriars Kirkyard, where we found Tom Riddle. Keeping with the spooky theme, we ate at a bar called Frankenstein and then took the witchery tours of Ghosts and Gore. Public transport is abundant in the bigger cities of Scotland, so we were able to take a bus up to St. Andrews. At St. Andrews, we met up with my cousin Caitlin, who so graciously let us stay at her place while we toured the rest of Scotland. It's amazing to me that they have just these old ruins right in the middle of town. We went on a walking guided tour of the history of St. Andrews, and it was really fun. It's crazy that you can buy unrefrigerated milk here. We had some really tasty ice cream at Janetta's Gelateria. Ethan and I took a long walk along the beach of St. Andrews, which was really rocky.
Here's the volcanic rock formation from a vent that sealed itself up many years ago.
On our 7th day in Scotland, we took a bus up to Dundee, then up to Aberdeen, where we first ate at a little bookshop restaurant called Books and Beans. This is Marshall College, and I love its beautiful Gothic architecture. We visited the Maritime Museum, as well as King's College. Associated with King's College is a beautiful botanical garden. This is St. Macar's Castle. We also visited the local zoology museum. The following day, we made another pass through Dundee and took a bus all the way down to Glasgow. While waiting for the bus, this pigeon tried to steal Ethan's food. We got on a bus that took us all the way to the village of Luss. Here we were able to walk through a beautiful fairy trail. Luss is also right on the shore of Loch Lomond. From Luss, we took a bus through the Highlands to Glencoe, and on the way we got to see some beautiful mountainous scenery. After several hours, we finally arrived in Glencoe. After a long day of traveling, we enjoyed a beer as well as some pizza. We made our way up to Fort William to stay the night at a cozy little Airbnb. The following morning, we took a bus down to Inverness. On our way, we passed by Urquhart Castle. We eventually made our way down to Aviemore.
Hi!
Aviemore is located at the outskirts of the Cairngorm Park. We also met a friendly horse. We hiked our way over to Loch Eilean, where there's a castle in the middle of a lake. After a long 2-day adventure, we were finally on our way back to St. Andrews. We were quite tired the following day, so we took a rest day and visited a nearby deer center where they had animals of different types everywhere.
Do you want to feed him?
Sure.
I'll show you a video
video. Yeah, it's for the deer.
These guys are very cool. Now, you may have heard people talk about the potential when you're chucking away scraps of your food, you might have a little bit.
The zoo also had Highland cows. I was very excited to finally meet them in person. One morning we tried haggis for breakfast. It was actually pretty good. We took a bus over to Stirling where we visited for a minute, then down to Doon Castle where they filmed Outlander and Monty Python and the Holy Grail. We then made our way to Stirling Castle. I wonder what these statues are doing. The driving in Scotland is crazy. People park in roundabouts, and the streets are super narrow, so you have to wait for other cars to pass by. The following day, we said farewell to my cousin Caitlin, stopped at the golf course quick to take a picture, and then made our way to Edinburgh again. On our last evening in Scotland, we enjoyed a couple cocktails at Panda & Sons, which is a bar that's designed like a speakeasy. There happened to be a trash strike in Edinburgh that week. On our way back home, we had a layover in Canada, which ended up getting us stuck in Canada overnight. We were pretty tired after 2 weeks of adventuring around Scotland, but it was well worth it, and we recommend the trip to anyone who can go.